What's going on? Dave McCarthy here. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 very little used variables when it comes to training, when it comes to fitness training, when it comes to working out, working in certain muscle groups, whatever it may be. And I'm going to go closely into your shoulder press. So here's the 3. It's your posture, it's the tempo at which you're doing the exercise, and it's your rest period. Now technically, posture is not a program variable per se, but it can make or break your results. It can accelerate them, or it can put you in injury and set you back. So I'm going to use one of the most commonly misused posture alignments when it comes to this exercise, which is your shoulder press. So let me give you a very quick example of what a normal shoulder press looks like. We look at many people doing this at the gym, whether they're standing up or they're sitting down on a bench with an upright back support. Most people, I'm going to show you a side view, will start here. So a couple things to point out. Notice that my elbows are below my shoulders. That's going to be key when I'm pointing out where they actually need to be, first of all. Second of all, if I point to the side, you're going to notice that my hands are in front of the shoulder as well. I don't have proper alignment. That means there's a lot of pressure on my wrist and elbow. Pressure on the wrist and elbow is going to transfer a lot of tension to that anterior delt. And this is one of the big reasons, especially guys in the gym will get an impingement, or they'll hurt themselves doing too much shoulders because they're already doing too much chest improperly. So your posture completely changes the dynamic of the exercise. Okay? So here's the thing, you're going to have to put your ego to the side a little bit and not use as much weight, because if you do it the right postural alignment that I'm going to teach you here today, it's very difficult to use the same weight that you're used to using. So here's the example. First of all, is you'll see people bend the wrist backwards. That's going to put a lot of extra pressure on that joint. It actually allows you to lift more, but it's more inefficient and it doesn't break down more muscle fibers. So it's not very effective. So the first thing you want to do is straighten out those wrists. The next thing you want to do is get in alignment. So what that means is when you start, the dumbbell should be covering your ear through this part of your face. You should not be able to see it here. A lot of people, you can see it straight through there. Okay, I'm going to show you what this looks like with dumbbells here in a second. Next thing is the face here is we want a straight line from elbow through shoulder, not dropping, and it's never going to drop below this point. So you have a 90-degree bend in your arms and a flat surface to go across here, and then you're going to press. Last thing, most presses will come, maybe make sure I'm in the video here, come here and they'll go forward. Now what is this end point? What does that look like on an exercise? It looks like an incline bench press, which is what a lot of people are doing when they press and they'll finish up here. Press and finish up here. It allows you to do a lot more weight, but it's not targeting the shoulder that you want to target. It's putting a ton of pressure on that anterior delt, which through posture and daily activities, there's already way too much on it. And then you're working the top part of your chest, okay? And then in order to do that, you've got to arch your back, you're going to hurt your low back, your core is not engaged. There's a million different things that are going wrong when you do a shoulder press that way. So let me show you what this looks like with actual weights. So step 1 is the wrist. Make sure that wrist is straight. 2, make sure your elbow is in alignment with your shoulder. And 3, make sure that that elbow is not dropping below the medial part of your delt there, or right when your pec minor moves into your pec major, okay? No lower than this point right here. Let me show you what that looks like. So point to this point here, this is where we're going to start. I like to use a little bit of a staggered stance, so 1 foot in front, 1 foot back. And then as you press, this is key, the weights stay directly above my shoulders. Now if I turn to the side, you'll notice that my ear is hidden. I try to not allow much of an arch in the back whatsoever. So instead of being here and arching the back, I'm going to flatten, core in, bring those elbows back, and then lock out the arms. So it's almost like I'm making a V pattern. Here, press straight through. Here, press straight through. The difference between this and this, I can do this all day if I lean back and I meet the weights in the middle overhead, because it's not very effective. You're not using the muscles that you're supposed to be using. Here, If I slow down the tempo, push for 1 second, down for 2, 1, push. Let's go 3 seconds. Down for 3, 2, 1, push. Much, much more effective way to isolate the shoulder. You're going to see a huge difference in how many reps you can actually do, but not only that, how much weight you can actually do. Okay, so put your ego aside, do it a little bit more safer with proper posture, proper tempo, and I promise you your results are going to explode. So let me know what you guys think. Leave any questions, comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Make it a great day.